vloggers. ¿Cómo está usted?
Hello.
Josh just crawled under the table.
Because I had to start my camera. Hello, camera.
So we've discovered that once in college, always in college.
Yeah.
So we're eating ramen noodles, which are like 8 times better in Thailand. And they're probably even cheaper.
They're so much cheaper.
So yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days.
Yep.
We met a dude from New Zealand named Steven who's living out of a backpack, even though he doesn't have to. Really legit, and it turns out he's a Christian, so.
Yeah, he was a super cool guy. He said that he once hunted for deer and fed his whole church and his mate's church. I didn't know hunting was such a big thing in New Zealand, but it was cool. We met him on a bus. We were randomly like, hey,
do you speak English?
And he was like, yeah. And then we just happened to be taking the same bus and hung out for a while, so it was really cool to meet a fellow Kiwi believer.
Are you a Kiwi believer?
I'm not a Kiwi believer, but I'm a fellow believer.
Racist. And then today we went to church and got to hang out with this pretty legit Thai dude named Pound. And we're just starting to build a relationship. He's not technically a Christian, but he's been going to our church services trying to learn English. So yeah, it's a really good way just to kind of build a relationship and talk to him about the Lord. And all that jazz.
All that jazz.
And then
also at church we met a couple that does a saving the prostitutes from the red light district. I don't know, super awesome couple. He's from Chicago, so we got to talk about cold weather and stuff. And then we're gonna work with him when we get back into Bangkok. And their little ministry is called The Well.
So pray for them.
So pray for them, but they also gave us some really cool insight about just the atmosphere of Bangkok, the atmosphere of just why Bangkok is the way it is, why the church in Bangkok is the way it is. And so they were really knowledgeable and really helpful. Yeah, so they were cool.
Very cool dudes. And then not tomorrow, but the next day we're going to Pattaya, which according to all the missionaries around here is just like a super dark place. Even one of our travel books says that it's an intense place. It's like the sex trafficking hub of Thailand. And we're actually going there for New Year's, so it should be a pretty crazy party. And we're gonna go and pass out water bottles at midnight and just help people get home safe. And if anything should happen through that, like talking to them about what they're doing and obviously all that stuff, we're definitely gonna take any opportunity we can.
And the couple really encouraged us to make sure that we're praying, and that also everyone else that knows us is praying that we come in contact with people that are crying out, that are reaching out for God. That even though some of them they may not think that God exists, that they're still reaching out and crying out for help, for someone. I mean, they're stuck in sin, they're stuck in their ways, and we have the answer. And hopefully just handing them a water bottle will open up a relationship and open up a time where they're already kind of thinking about what they did this past year and what they want this next year to be. So it's like totally an awesome open door for ministry to happen in a real way, in such a timely moment too. So be in prayer for that.
And it costs money for water bottles. We don't have a ton of money, so if you guys wanted to donate to water saving life,
To water funds,
that'd
be awesome. And
go to the Berg website, faithberg.com.
Yeah.
Or org.
faithberg.com. And also just shoot me or Oliver an email and let us know because we're not going to get the funds right away. We have to wait a month, so we'll set aside a certain amount of money for that, so that because we don't want to just be like, I hope people give money and buy a whole bunch of water bottles and then not have money for food that night. So that'd be really good for us.
Just give us holler at us on Facebook or something like that.
Give us a sign.
And then it's off to Cambodia with some friends we met back in Tulsa. and we're gonna work in some slums with Mordecai. Yay! All right, this is a really long video. Thanks for watching it. Holla back, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't no holla back girl, but holla back.
We love you. Thanks. Thank you for getting the camera. It was hard to reach under the table.